Hi everyone, welcome to Wake Up Wednesdays with Art 4, an organization in South Bend, Indiana dedicated to being for everyone, everywhere. My name is Meghan Jarecki. I am a professional actress as well as a teaching artist. I'm located in Duluth, Minnesota currently, but I have worked in Milwaukee as well as in other areas around the Midwest. I recently have performed in The Wizard of Oz here at the North Shore Theater in Duluth, but I've been a teaching artist at First Stage Children's Theater in Milwaukee, as well as with the Duluth Playhouse Conservatory here in Duluth, specializing in working with students with autism. I believe in starting your day off right. I usually like to start the day off with working out because I believe that the mind-body connection is very strong. My brain always feels clearer after I move. I always feel a lot better after I move, a lot happier after those endorphins are released. But I wanted to show you a part of my mindfulness routine that a lot of people think is kind of passé, a meditation. I like to do guided meditations after I work out to really center myself, really think about the parts of my body that need a little bit more love, stretching those parts, working into those parts. So that's what we're gonna work on today. So first, I'm going to show you a little bit of movement, really get those joints moving, just really easy, low impact, and then we will move into a guided meditation. You can do the meditation either sitting up or laying down. I encourage you to close your eyes and do that. I know that keeping my eyes open, sometimes I can judge what I'm doing or judge how my body is, how it looks. I do like to have music on while I do this, so we'll be listening to New Slang by The Shins. I do not own the rights to this music, but I did want to use it as it does help me really find my center, really be mindful, really think about all the parts of my body that need that respect and that love. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first, we're just going to come together, put our feet together, make sure your feet are about shoulder length apart before we start the salutation. Bend your knees, release your shoulders. I know I hold a lot of tension in my shoulders, so I gotta make sure, release those shoulders. So first we're gonna breathe in, raising our arms to the sky, shaking out a little bit, letting those joints be free. We're gonna breathe in, and swan dive forward. Here in this position, you want your back to be completely flat, like you could put a teacup on top of it. Your core is engaged here. We're holding tight, tight, tight here. We're not holding here. So we're going to be in forward fold. We're going to release down like a ragdoll. Shake your head, shake your arms, shake your legs. Breathe out. We're going to breathe in and come back into tabletop. Again, we are going to hold our tummy, hold our tummy, hold our tummy. You can walk it out here. Get really into those hamstrings. Feel them engage. And then release. Breathe that one more time. Breathe in that tabletop, and if your tabletop is here, that is just fine. If it is here, that is great. Do not push yourself any farther than you can with a straight back. And on this next exhale, release down to the floor. You can either walk out your feet or walk your hands out and press back into a downward dog. We're going to walk that dog out. Which is great. We're going to walk it out. Keep that back straight. I know I struggle with this a lot with my hamstrings. We're going to come down into upward dog. We love an upward dog. Feels so good. Remember not to pinch your back here. You want to engage your quads, engage your abs. It feels good. I'm feeling a little bit sweaty already. Really just breathe into these stretches. You're going to tuck your toes under. Come back into down dog. Breathe it out, walk it out. You can either walk or jump your feet close to your hands. Try and reach as close as you can to the floor. My fingertips are on the floor, but as you can see, I can't reach all the way down with my palms. My feet are still shoulder length apart. You're going to bend your knees, shake your head, yes and no, and roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head being the last thing. Feel if you're down like me, you can go ahead, brush that out of the way. Just take a moment, reassess. We're going to bring our arms up again. We're going to bend our knees as we do that as well. And then push down on that exhale. So now that we moved our body a little bit, I am going to do a little plank series because that always feels good for me. If you don't want to do this, go ahead and skip ahead. We're going to go down into our plank series. So down we are on the floor. For your plank, it's important to remember that this is not helping you. This is not helping you. this is not helping you. Keep your whole body in one line and pull your abs in tight. Sometimes when we tighten our abs, we think we're pushing out. To tighten our abs, pull in to your belly button. So I like to just do a little plank series, starting up here for 15 seconds. We will go down to our forearms for about 15 seconds. We will come up and do a side plank on both sides. So about done with that first 15. Slowly come down to your forearms, keeping that position. Breathe in and out as you need to. 13, 14, 15. I like to stay down for my side planks. You should feel it really right here. I'm just going to go this way so I don't see my back. For the next 15, push up. Really feel it right here. And down. So here we are. We're at the moment of peace. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit down to here. Great. So we can get a little closer to each other. So I like to keep my feet in butterfly. If that is, too like stretchy for you, if that feels uncomfortable for you, you can sit crisscross applesauce, or you can lay down in supine position, which is just laying down like this with your back close to the ground. Relax, knees up. You can put your knees together if that creates less tension. Keep your palms up or down. Keeping palms up is a sign of receiving. Palms down is just grounding. So usually when this is done in a group, we share energy at the end, just sending energy to everyone in the room. Super nice to have a receiving. If not, you can also stay grounded if you need that as well. So for this guided meditation, go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with 3 big, deep breaths. So wherever you are, whatever position you are in, sit up nice and tall, or if you're laying on the ground, make sure you are laying so everything's open. Take 1 big, deep breath in. And release. Another deep breath in. And release. 1 more in. And out. The first thing I want you to be mindful of is, where do you feel tension in your body right now? Are you feeling it in your neck? Are you feeling it in your hips? Are you feeling it in your shoulders, in your arms, in your fingers? Maybe it's in your face. Think about those places where you habitually hold tension. This next deep, big breath in. Think about that place, send energy to that place, and let it go. So breathe in. Think about that place. And breathe out all of that tension. You do not need it. It does not serve you. Next, I want you to take stock from the tip of your head to your feet. On your next 4 inhales and exhales, release everything from the top of your body, so from your chest to the top of your head. Next, from your core all the way to the bottom of your hips, and then from your hips to your legs, and do 1 more full body sweep. So I'll walk you through that right now. Do a big, deep breath in. Send all that releasing energy to your shoulders, your neck, the top of your head, and breathe out all that tension. Next, breathe in, big deep breath. And release all that tension in your abs, in your back, your lower back, your hips, your glutes. Next deep breath, breathe in. Think about your knees, your quads, your calves, your feet. Breathe out and release all that tension. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes just a little bit. If you're laying down, you can do that pretty easily. If you're sitting up, you may have to put your hands in a better position. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And scrunch them really tight. Squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. Let it go. Work that up through your legs and your arms. So next you're going to squeeze your biceps and your triceps as well as your forearms. If you can isolate that, I cannot. Squeeze your calves and your quads as well as your feet. So you're going to squeeze, 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 squeeze. Release, let it out. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to put your face into it. So squeeze everything in your whole body, your abs, your arms, everything, your legs, your toes. Let it all out. And the last thing I like to do after doing all of that, my body feels totally relaxed right now. I like to bring my hands into prayer position. So if you are not seated, move to a seated position. Bring your hands to prayer position in the middle of your chest. Bring your thumbs up to your forehead and give yourself a nice little third eye massage. Feels so good, and I don't even know why. It's right here. Feels so good. Take 2 more big breaths just for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I hope you feel more aware, more mindful, more in tune with your body, more comfortable with your body today. I hope that this can start you off on a great path. Just as a note, quick before I let you go, all videos will be posted every Wednesday on this platform. It will also be on Art4's website, so be sure to check out those if you miss any or if you want to see any of the other ones. I encourage you to think about how you can be mindful in your day, how you can carry this throughout the rest of your day, and what mindfulness means to you. Have a good day, everyone.